Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Matteo's Corner. We are back with more Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York, and we gotta decide what to do for the last little bit of the night. And, I don't know what we're gonna do. The reporter one sounds interesting, but this Diva's Delight thing sounds very interesting as well. And since our girl Julia needs to feed, let's just go do that. Sounds like fun. No blood. Ah, we're back here. No blood, no matter how exquisite, is worth suffering through this noise. Something terrible must have happened to the previous DJ. It had to be sudden and unexpected for them to hire this amateur under the wire. Zero ability to read the crowd, no sense of flow, as if that constant flashing wasn't migraine-inducing enough by itself. People look like they're having fun, though. Not that I remember how an ordinary headache feels. I know the hunger, though, which is why I'm here tonight. A purple-haired girl bumps into me, head down, tears flowing down her cheeks, hands trembling. Uh-oh. I think I know what happened here. As much as I'd understand it, I don't think it's the guy at the turntables that made her like this. Oof! Oh gosh. We have to give a name to this girl. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, that sounds familiar to one of the other ones. I'm so sorry. That's... there we go. That's the voice. We're gonna do that. She bolts before I can say a single word. Well, who am I to blame her? Tactical retreat probably felt like a good idea. Ooh, the trace of cheap booze in every potential vessel is faint, but ever present. At this point, the smell is all I'm getting. Come to think of it, I can barely remember how alcohol tastes. Ooh. Vessels. Polite slang for a source of blood, usually bipedal. Jeez, okay. Maybe I should remind myself. Nah, that's dumb. But the bar's pretty much free of people at the moment. I get closer and take a peek at the drinks. There are some goofy fucking names, especially from a kindred's perspective. Oh gosh, I wonder what kind of alcohol they have here. Turkish Delight, perhaps? Or order the Vampiro, the Bloody Margaret, put the menu back. Let's do the Vampiro. Actually, no, Bloody Margaret. Let's try that. The bartender brings me a large glass garnished with a celery stick and filled with something that looks more like a veggie shot than a gin-based cocktail. Oh, so it's like a Bloody Mary. Far from thrilled. Fuck it, here goes. I chug it down in one go. Tastes like canned tomatoes someone opened and left rotting for a decade. Something tells me I'm gonna regret it soon. Oh god, I'm probably gonna get sick. Oh dear. The music abruptly stops just as I step away from the bar. I can't see the booth, but the crowd's reaction tells me all I need to know. We have a new DJ. The vibe improves. Hallelujah. But pleasant moments never last. Some well-worn dude on the wrong side of 40 decides to hit me up. Our eyes meet for a brief moment, slightly too late for me to outmaneuver him. Strangely, there's no lust in his gaze, and yet he seems like a predator closing in on its prey. Shit, could he be the rumored Diva's Delight? A kiss addict clocking me as a bloodsucker? Oh, look at this guy. How come you're here all alone, sweetheart? I don't know why that's the voice, but we're gonna run with it. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but there's something irksome in the way he carries himself. As he approaches me, I begin to feel fatigued, like there was a sudden drop in atmospheric pressure. Tell him to piss off. My unsure voice thwarts any attempts at sounding imposing. Can you bother someone else? I'm not in the fucking mood. Oh gosh. He seems unfazed by my words, just tilts his head a little like a hound dog catching a scent. I feel spiders. Is he a Garu? Oh, I wonder if he's a Garu! Oh, that'd be dope if he's a Garu. Is there something wrong? Here, let me... Hands off, asshole! Uh-oh. Make him go away or twist his wrist. Potence or dominate? Dominate. I can barely focus on his eyes, but he freezes in place for a moment. Hey, Stallion, how about you go bother that guy? He struggles with my chaotic command and gives me an unsettling look, but in the end seems to do what I wanted him to do. He approaches some meathead who immediately turns hostile. The first punch breaks the guy's nose. I don't wait for the second one. As if meeting that guy didn't strain me enough, an acrid feeling rises in my gut, instantly making me... Oh, because I drank the booze. I barely make it to the nearest empty lounge before I begin violently throwing up. For a minute straight, I spray the couch with the remains of that wretched cocktail. It's not a pleasant sight. I get a hold of myself as soon as my stomach empties. Shit, Julia, your life has had more than its fair share of avoidable embarrassments. Is it necessary for your unlife to follow suit? Oh, poor Julia. Oh, don't say that, Julia. You're okay. Time to bail and not look back. Right before I reach the exit, the purple-haired girl from earlier bumps into me. This time I know it's not coincidental. Wait, please. She seems startled, but gives me a pleading look. I saw what you did to that man. Are you one of them? What are you talking about? Who's them? She bares her teeth and taps the side of her neck. Oh, I get it. So you're the Diva's Delight? She blushes innocently like I just caught her stealing cookies. Yes, I know it sounds silly, I know, but I thought it would attract some of, you know, some of your kind. I don't like where this is going. I don't like this. I've always been told I taste good. Would you like to try? No! You're being creepy, lady. Oh god, she's one of those people. Oh gosh. She's one of those people who likes getting their blood drained. It's like a drug to them. Oh, she looks at me the same way a junkie who hasn't had his hit for a while looks at a syringe. You know too much. There's no way you don't have a patron of some sort. Her eyes tear up again. I do. But maybe I don't. I don't know anymore. He shows up whenever he wants, then disappears for weeks. I don't even know his name. We were supposed to meet here tonight, but... I guess he didn't show up. Of course not. The girl keeps talking. Now that she's found somebody new to open up to, any instinct she might have had to remain secretive is gone. Makes you wonder who thought it was a good idea to breach the Masquerade for her. Before him, I used to have a caregiver. She was one of the divas too, but she was exceptional, noble. I think she cared about me in a way. Always complimented the way I taste. Would you like to try? She clings to my arm. Oh. She clings to my arm like I'm Jesus Christ and Kurt Cobain at the same time. Descended from heaven exclusively to turn her misery to bliss. That's an image. Can't help but feel some disdain. Please, I promise you won't be disappointed. I know I won't be. Too hungry for that. But I also like to pretend I'm something better than hungry from time to time. Feeding opportunity. Yeah. Probably should. The hunger gets the better of me, but somehow I don't mind. This is what she wants, isn't it? A quick look around. Nobody's paying attention. Why would they? We're just two random girls seem to be into each other. I gently grab the back of her head and put my lips closer to her neck. She trembles with excitement. Uh-oh. As I bite down, her body softens. Then I drink, savoring each sip. She really tastes incredible, like an unfulfilled promise. Sweet, sweet innocence. She is not innocent. How dare you? As soon as I am done, she loses her footing, weakened but undoubtedly relieved. I help her sit down on the floor. She smiles at me, joy glinting in her eye. Thank you. That was... I really needed that. My name's... Don't talk. Just rest for a while. I leave her alone in this state of bliss. She doesn't seem to mind. Looks like I did the right thing, right? I leave the booming sounds of the club behind me and get on with my night. It's about time to see Khadir. Mighty kind of him to arrange a meeting in the place that's most convenient for me. Oh, of course! Ooh, this is a cool shot. Whoa! That's cool. I really like the artwork in this game. D'Angelo. Hope. Tamika. Agathon. Suppose that's better than nothing. But no evidence? Really? Honestly, it felt as if someone had already cleaned up the most egregious stuff before I arrived. Sounds like the Anarchs. I'll definitely try that... Oh. Oh. Oop. Wrong button. Sorry. Hang on. I'll definitely try and check that place again, but I feel like I need some sort of expert to accompany me. An advanced investigator who would show me the ropes. Someone tall and handsome, maybe. Yeah, if you don't mind a diplomatic incident, I'll go with you. Oh dear. Any better ideas? Actually, this very note gave me one, but I will need to set it up first. I'll get back to you about that. You know these people? I've had passing contact with let me try that sentence again. I've had passing contact with each of them. Part and parcel of the job, you know? I suppose. Can you help me out with this? The way I tackle it would be, look at one person on the list every night. Ask around. See what they know if you do manage to meet them. If I manage to meet them? Let's wait for that. They're not particularly easy to get a hold of. Always preferred to be a little off the grid. But nowadays, they're all practically in hiding, if not MIA or dead. Funny coincidence? Not my job to speculate. In other words, he knows something, but is not at liberty to say. Of course. Guess I'll find out anyway, if I do meet them. Why one each night? Shouldn't I investigate every loose thread till we're satisfied? In a perfect world, you'd have all the time you needed. But this is not a perfect world. They'll try to brute force a solution to the case as soon as possible. I suspect 4 nights from now, once the celebrations of power are over, they'll ask for your findings and that will be all. Oh, so we got 4 more nights. Okay. Fucked up. To be brutally honest, my focus wouldn't be on solving the murder. Instead, I'd focus on not embarrassing yourself. Fucked up. This is part of why I didn't want you to get involved. You couldn't possibly think Arturo had you get involved out of the goodness of his heart. The entirety of your investigation is just for show. You were meant to be an unwitting actor. Which is what we assumed anyway, so meh. Maybe I really should just call Mia and be like, you know what, fuck these condescending ivory tower clowns, I want to work with you. But then again, if I was with the Anarchs, they'd probably delegate even shittier tasks to me. And if, and that's a really big if, they didn't think I was some kind of inside agent in the first place. Better stick to Camarilla. But if they're hell-bent on stabbing me in the back at every opportunity, maybe it's time to think about how I can repay the favor. Play dirty, no matter what Khadir thinks of it. After all, from where I'm standing now, there's no other way but up. I mean, you have a good point. That is a very good point. A penny for your thoughts. I take a drag from my cigarette. After the oh, let me wait till this is done. There we go. After the last few months of hazing, I didn't expect a random act of kindness. This kind of bullshit as well. Just how the Camarilla works, isn't it? More often than it's necessary. Well, more often than it's necessary, I'd say. But this time it's a risky play. In my experience, if one simply displays some cunning, they can unexpectedly turn a situation like this to their advantage. The court? Oh, the court. Part of the court assumes that you're unable to surprise them in this regard. But if you do, by the end of this investigation, you might as well pull yourself out of the ditch you're in. That would be a night to remember. So, where should I go first? You should go with me. As it happens, I'm only out here because I was ordered to drive Aisling to the art hole. And guess the name of her protege. Oh, so that's who Agathon is. Or was. Nobody knows. It's a complicated thing. You'll see. I'm on the clock. Let's get a move on. Lead the way, big bad wolf. Still not done with this bit? No. We will never. It was either Vin Diesel or Big Bad Wolf or Fairy Godmother. The Big Bad Wolf suits you just fine. Not while it's still bothering you. I'm leaving you behind if you don't keep up. Oh. Oh, shoot. There was probably something there, and I totally missed it. Shoot. As I already told Khadir numerous times at that, I have no idea what happened with Agathon. Ooh, this is a cool chantry. The Broadway Chantry, part of the Chantry of the Five Boroughs, is Aisling's usual hangout place these past few nights. She's in a hurry and not willing to talk. Do you have any idea about his connection to kindred going by the names of Tamika, D'Angelo, and Hope? I don't. Oh, let's wait. I keep forgetting to wait. I don't. I made it a point to keep our relationship strictly professional one, and never meddled in his personal affairs, unless they influenced our work, that is. But it only happened one time. Ah, yes, the infamous Juno case. Any signs he's leaving? Any conflict between you two? Yeah, any conflict. That sounds like a good question. Were you two in conflict about anything? Something that might have, driven a wedge between you two? A pause, which is slightly too long for me not to get suspicious. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Oh, we're getting somewhere, guys. Nothing I can think of, but I did take offense to one thing. It was quite rude of him not to give me a proper warning before he departed. Still, this line of work is not particularly favored by folks with a perfect grasp of savior vivre. I do hope his search will bring him back right where he started, begging me to take him back in. The boy is talented, and I did put a lot of time into mentoring him. If he doesn't, well, que sera. No skin off my back. So you won't even entertain a possibility? Sorry, this voice hurts my throat sometimes. Hang on, let me take a quick little sip of coffee here. Delicious. So, you won't even entertain a possibility that he found himself in harm's way? I know an answer to that one. Researcher's mindset. She doesn't think it's worth considering the worst-case scenario seriously and just takes things as they come. Precisely. If, for example, the climate change scientists didn't operate this way, most would have put a bullet in their own head long ago. That's a cheery thought. I'd like to search the Chantry for Agathon's whereabouts. Our good sheriff already did that long ago. You'd just be wasting your time. And ours, for that matter. Didn't you say Helen was waiting for us, Khadir? Give the girl 15 minutes. Oh. Give the girl 15 minutes, Aisling. A minimal support for an ongoing investigation. And besides, she has a proclivity for finding things everyone else has overlooked. 10 minutes. And if you attempt to pass this door, or that one up there, I can't guarantee you'll walk out of here alive. Thank you very much, High Regent. Just get on with it. Ooh, this is cool. We're back into that weird thing again. Simone! My time here is practically up, and I've found nothing of use. It seems Agathon was completely dedicated to his work, even if his personal headquarters are as barren as it gets. No personal touch whatsoever. Nothing I could go by. Research, research, research. Seems like such a bore. Focus, Julia. What would you do if you were a warlock workaholic? Where would you leave clues to your whereabouts? What would you do if you found yourself in mortal danger and wanted Dakota to know? The ghost! It's loose. Was that... Yeah... It was facing this way, huh? I approached the place where I saw the shadowy silhouette appear. It's a brick wall, and... one of the bricks is loose. Khadir and Aisling are in another room right now, still discussing the party. It's not that bad. You ought to learn how to find humor in the little things. It's demeaning, Sheriff. That's all there is to it. It's time. I work the brick loose until I can grip it. Then I tug it as silently as possible, revealing a hole in the wall. Inside, there's a book. I browse through it quickly. Agathon's diary. Bingo. Your 10 minutes are up. So are your 15 minutes, in fact. Are you done here? If I could just get 5 more minutes, I still feel like I could stumble upon something here if I could just look a little more. No way, Julia. Time to go. Fine. I put the brick back and take the diary with me. It did look like Agathon left it, so that someone in the Chantry could find it, presumably the High Regent. But my investigation takes priority for now. I bid Khadir and Aisling adieu and start looking for a secluded place to read the diary. Ooh, this is cool. This place right here should be secluded enough for me to browse through the diary in peace. I start quickly skimming the book, singling out sentences and paragraphs that look interesting, trying to get a general idea of what kind of person Agathon was. And that is where we're going to have to stop today. Sorry, everybody. I really want to finish this, but it is almost close to time, and I don't want to go over my limit here. Wow, we really found out a lot in this one. We got our little drink for the night, and we found a mysterious diary. So, all in all, I think we're making good progress. And I'm interested into who that person walking in the background is, and I'm also wondering who that ghost person is that keeps popping up. But, guess we'll find out next time, hopefully. Y'all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.